Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 623 of FloWrestling Radio Live. I'm your host, Christian Piles, joined, as always, by Stephen Kyle Brackey, Ben Funky Askren. He's done broing out in SoCal, and Oliver Stone's here.
Out.
What's up, bro? Welcome back.
I don't understand. What is it? Why am I broing out? I don't get it.
You're just being a Southern California bro.
You don't understand the SoCal?
Yeah, just broing out with, the Paul Bros.
I did.
You clearly didn't do SoCal right if you weren't broing out.
Tossing some discs with
Do
the
a
bros.
kickflip.
Yeah. Banging chains?
Yeah, banging chains.
I made some friends. Yeah,
That's buds.
Logan wouldn't play with me because he was worried Jake's gonna get mad at him or whatever. What a dork. So I made some other friends on Instagram and I went through some discs. It felt great to be outside in the sunshine and throwing some discs.
Nice.
How was your score?
Yes.
Did you win?
I shot all right. Not great. I haven't played in 5 months. Better than anyone there, but not great.
Okay. Ben, you like conspiracy theories, right?
Uh-oh, conspiracy. I love them. Let's go.
I've got one. And it involves you. And it's that you were gone. You weren't in Southern California. You were in Indianapolis because you're actually on the seating committee. I think you did this.
Oh, I see what's happening now.
I think I don't even just say another word. And you haven't been here since the brackets came out. We haven't even been able to talk about this.
Mizzou had a great season. I don't really know what you want to whine about. It was tremendous.
No, it's fun. It's a tale as old as time, and we'll see how it goes at NCAAs, like always.
Well, I have them picked to do very well. I made my bracket predictions. We're going to talk about it today. Oh yeah.
Yes, I was. I'm excited to talk about the brackets today. So our plan is. So you understand the week. It's NCAA week, you guys. If you didn't know, they start on Thursday. And so today we're going to do 125 through 157 predictions, all AAs through the round of 12. Ben Askren did not want to do this to this degree. He did not want to fill out his brackets because I don't know if it's because he never had to wrestle in the backside of NCAAs. He just doesn't think it's worth his time. But
you know what? I did it. Here's my full filled out bracket, and we'll talk about them. But I got all of the spots. I might have skipped a few of the first round wrestleback matches. If I thought they were not going to be a factor, I just kind of put a dash by them.
I did that as well.
You cowards.
Oh, okay. I see.
I did every single match. What if there's an Ultimate Road Warrior?
I don't have any of those.
I actually have one in the first weight class.
Really?
Yes.
All right, well, I can't wait for this. Oh, man. Bracky's
I'm
punching
pissed
mics.
that you guys aren't filling out your whole bracket.
Listen, they were yelling at me about my handwriting. Now yelling, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, guys, it's bad. It's so
really
bad. It says a lot about him. It could be one of those psychological tests from it, and it's just not saying anything good about CP, I'll say right now.
Yeah, that in conjunction with my dream last night, there's mounting evidence that
You're not okay.
lunatic. Yeah, I might not be okay.
Yeah, so I didn't get to watch the entire bracket show, but from what I did see, bracket, you didn't get nearly mad enough.
Yeah, there wasn't anything that caused me to blow a top.
I thought Buchanan Adams would make you lose your mind. That was
I was ready.
He was expecting
it.
Yeah, he was expecting it.
I knew it was going to happen.
That was crap. That was so dumb.
Well, why is it dumb? I mean,
it's hard to get mad at it because.
All right, now don't make me pull out the wine and say, hold on.
Do it.
I gotta get to my bracket.
Hold
on here, Piles.
He licked his hands like the supermarket lady.
I have them on the computer, but you guys made me print them out because I had to fill them out. All right, here is why that is stupid. Unfortunately, Rocky Elam, you should not be seated above Noah Adams or Stephen Buchanan. I'll give you a thumbs up, but you should not be there, right? Who's the other one that I thought should not be? No, Ferrari's good. Warner's good. Oh, I thought Nino should be a little lower.
Because he lost to Trumbull.
I kind of do too, Ben.
I probably would have moved Buchanan up a little bit because he lost to what, the 3 and the 4 seeds? Is that it?
Yeah, he has 2 losses to the 3 and the 4 and 3 wins over the guy who was number 1 coming into the season. Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah. So I would have moved him up to about the 5 or the 6, and that would have made it a little more equitable, in my opinion. Yeah,
I could see that. I could have definitely seen it over Elam, but they They love Tiger style. They just do.
Yeah, I think 6 would be the right spot for Stephen Buchanan.
Okay, yeah. No, I could get with that. I mean, he only lost to the 3 and 4. Okay.
I was expecting it, Ben. I don't know.
He was prepared.
Yeah.
He prepared his mind, body, and soul for it.
What was the other one that I texted you guys about that I was like, what the F? Oh, they put O'Leary's at the 32. Garbage. So garbage. What's wrong with him? Why can't he wrestle?
Well, he's not even wrestling, so.
Why not?
I'm sure he's injured.
What's his problem?
What do you
problem?
think?
What's he whining about?
I don't know.
It's an NCAA tournament, bro. Show up.
He's hurt. I mean, he clearly was not able to go, so he pulled out almost immediately after getting that at large.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's do this. I'm ready to show you guys the best picks in the business.
Okay, best in the business. Well, you got I kind of want to start with your Ultimate Road Warrior.
Yeah.
Who do you have doing that?
Okay, well, that's really easy. So, oh, damn it. Now I got my brackets all messed up. We got to get back to 1. Oh, here we go. Back to
Curveball starting at 25.
Ultimate Road Warrior, 125 pounds.
Wait, can I guess?
Sure.
I'm gonna say.
Wait, you haven't already seen it? Because I typed it in the brackets.
Oh, I haven't looked at your picks, honestly.
Okay.
I'll say Malik Heinzelman.
Nope. And I guess technically he's not an Ultimate Road Warrior, but Patrick McKee gets upset by Noah Certain because he's a slow starter, and he wrestles all the way back to 4th place, losing to Sam Latona for 3rd.
Dang, that is
Yep.
Oh, you just it's the
road.
Certain thing. You know McKee's better than Certain. You just.
Well, I don't have Certain placing either. I have him losing to Sam Latona and then Taylor Lamont. So he's actually out kind of fairly early.
Yeah, I don't mind. McKee going on a run. What do I have him doing? How do we want to do this? Do you want to start topside or?
Let's just start topside.
Yeah, because there's so many matches. That's what I was saying. So how do we get through it all?
Okay, maybe we just kind of through round 1, kind of call out any upsets or surprises you have going. I don't have a ton. I have my quarters are Lee Schroeder, Teskey Hildebrandt, Brandon Courtney versus Camacho, Lamont.
Oh, I got Eric Barnett upset. Eric Barnett upsets Jarrett Lane and Brandon Courtney.
Here we go with the. It's just all your friends.
Cooking picks.
Yeah. I have Barnett over Lane. I don't know if
Barnett's my friend. I mean, I like the guy. Friend might be a little extreme. I didn't.
Business partner.
He seems like a nice guy.
Associate.
I like him.
Okay, so I actually do have Barnett beating Lane. I like that pick.
Okay.
I think Courtney's. I feel like I'm sleeping on Courtney by not having him make the semis because Courtney's had a really good year. He's got a great win over Teskey, 5-3, which is as good as any other win of the season for most of these guys.
You know what I was thinking about is how good Teskey is after, when he left Penn State, we were all like, meh, no big deal. He's not going to be any points. And now we're only 1 year later, and we're talking about him. I have him taking 8th place, but I'm sure you guys have him higher than that.
I do have him higher
than
that. Yes, it is crazy. It has been crazy all year, and it's been quite a development. Am I the only one just a little nervous about Drew Hildebrandt out of the 4? It makes me nervous.
It's not a great draw.
No. I don't think Cronin in round 1. I don't think Storm is not bad in the first round.
No, yeah, he beat Sam Latona last year. He kept it close with Sam Latona this year. That's not fun. Then Cronin second round isn't fun, and then Teskey. I actually have Teskey making the semis.
I do too. I have Teskey making the semis.
I have Hildebrandt beating Teskey there.
So I've got Lee. It's unfortunate. There's really nothing to discuss with Spencer, the Spencer front. I think he bones his way through. I think Schroeder beats Rayvon to make that quarter.
I have Rayvon.
Okay, so we're split there. And then Teskey.
The other guy that's pretty good road warrior in my bracket, Ragusin loses second round to Camacho and comes all the way back and takes 5th place, beating Brandon Courtney, Dylan Schroeder, Brody Teskey, and Drew Hildebrand.
He gets his last name right finally, messes up his first name.
Twin brother.
Dylan. Close enough.
I like it. I like the rebrand. So Oh, well, I kind of lost my train of thought there completely. D'Agostino Mastro is a pretty interesting first round matchup.
Ooh, I called Mastro upset, actually.
I thought about it. Ragusin for me was a tough one because I kind of wanted him to go on a run, but I couldn't get there with him beating Camacho. And I think it's the Howard loss that really scared me off him a little bit. And then I do have him beating, after the Camacho loss, I have him beating Mastro, Eric Barnett, and then losing to Schroeder.
I have the same except losing to Foley in the blood round.
Yeah. So that's a tough, it's not the best draw for Ragusin. I think he's got the goods to beat. Basically, he's going to have to pull one of the upsets. He's either going to have to beat Camacho in the second round, and then I think he'd be set up pretty nice to place. Because then
him over Schroeder is not a huge upset. I mean, that's the 8 and the 11 or the 9 and the 11.
I know, but I think based on how Schroeder looked at Big Tens compared to how he looked at Big Tens, it's kind of tough to get there.
Yeah.
Don't you think? I mean,
yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So that's a tough one.
Man, Brandon Courtney hasn't really. Teskey's the only win this year. And I mean, that's why I was hesitant to pick him.
What's Camacho's best win this year, though, you know? Being close with Latona?
You know?
Yeah, I mean, that they were like really, really close. Who is his best win?
He doesn't have a very good win this year. That's
somebody,
I guess my point is, like, and that's what I was saying about Courtney. It's like, I want to, like,
Cody Russell.
Think he, yeah, so I want to think he's like unproven, but really, when you look at 125, he's as proven as almost anyone short of Spencer or Latona in terms of wins and navigating a tough schedule.
Yeah, but he beat Jack Mueller last year. That's got to count for something, right?
Yes, counts for a lot of things. I mean, I have Camacho beating Courtney. Don't.
Oh yeah, you guys. I got Camacho going to the finals. He's gonna get over the hump against Latona.
Oh,
yeah. I forgot to tell you that.
Blasphemy.
Big part.
Blasphemy. No, it's gonna obviously. I do have that as a semi Latona Camacho, and we certainly there's a very obvious path for Camacho to make the finals, right? I do think his path's a little tougher. I think he could have a harder time with Courtney than maybe we're realizing. I mean, Courtney is super athletic. He's really fast. He can get to legs consistently. I don't know if Camacho will be able to ride him. I don't know if he'll be able to funk. It's going to be a tough one. I do have Camacho figuring it out, but that to me is a super, super close quarterfinal. Whereas I love Latona's draw to the semi. So I think probability-wise, Latona has a better shot at making the finals than Camacho just because his path is more advantageous.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I just looked back at Courtney's last year, 2 years ago. He split with Alex Mackel, and he's a winner over Jay Schwarm, and those are kind of like the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Heinzelman, but remember Heinzelman was not good 2 years ago. Russell State had him ranked 41st on the year. He lost to D'Agostino. He lost to Schrader multiple times, which weren't competitive. This makes me feel more comfortable about my not having Courtney placing.
Dang, so you have him DMP. Why don't we go through your top 8? Why don't you just read them?
We can pull them up, too.
Okay.
Tyler's got them.
We got them pulled up, so you don't have to memorize. Go ahead.
Well, I just got my paper right here.
Okay, yeah,
it's not as good a radio when I'm staring down at my paper. I got Lee, Camacho, Latona, McKee, Ragusin, Hildebrandt, Heinzelman, Teskey. Losing in R12, Schroeder, Lamont, Cronin, Barnett.
Okay. That's solid. I have some differences. So I went Spencer Latona, Camacho over Teskey, placing fourth. I have Schroeder, Courtney, then Lamont, Hildebrandt in 8th, then Heinzelman, who falls to Hildebrandt in the round of 12, Ragusin, who loses to Schroeder, D'Agostino, who loses to Lamont, and Foley, who loses to Courtney. That's my top 12.
I got the same two with Spencer Lee, Sam Latona. I went Camacho over Schroeder. I kind of rode the hot hands of Schroeder and Foley from Big Ten, so then I went Foley over Teskey and Hildebrandt over Lamont in the 7-8 match. I had Heinzelman losing to Hildebrandt, Ragusin to Foley, D'Agostino to Lamont, and Courtney to Schroeder in the round of 12.
So pretty similar. Not a lot. Ben definitely went a little more honey badger.
I think I was the craziest on all of them. You guys, I feel like looking through your picks, you guys picked barely any upsets.
I picked plenty of upsets.
Not
but more
really.
than anything, Ben, I picked winners. How's that?
Well, I mean, just historically speaking, and I don't know if I'm going to pick the right upsets. There will be upsets. There will be relatively low-seeded guys making All-American. I hopefully pick the right guys. Can't promise that, but that does
you can promise.
happen.
Promise right now.
It's going to happen.
Promise perfect predictions.
Listen, I like my picks. That's why I made them, but I can't guarantee that they're going to be right. Otherwise, I would just go bet all my Bitcoin on them.
A lot of people
Dogecoin.
Or Dogecoins.
No, not that. I don't have any of that.
You don't have any Doge.
I at least got $21.
How many dollars in Doge do you have now? Let's maybe a daily update. How many? The Ollie daily
keep
Doge
talking,
update.
and I'll come back with a Dogecoin update in the next break.
Okay. All right. So we're getting a Doge. Where as you guys have been asking for, you can get an Ollie Dogecoin update very, very soon. So where do I have McKee losing? Because I don't strongly dislike the run you have him going on. So I have him losing to. Maybe I'm a hater because I have him losing to Heinzelman.
I do too.
In that round of 16 before Heinzelman falls to Hildebrand.
Wait, how do you have him losing the round of 16 to Heinzelman?
Because I don't have him getting upset by
That's right, in the wrestleback. Sorry, in the wrestleback.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. The other round of 16.
Got it, yes.
The pre-round of 12, as they call it.
No.
Oh, my God.
I have Ragusin beating Barnett and Mastro before losing to Schroeder. I kind of like Vega. I think he's actually set up if he got hot to go on a run because I think his draw is good. But I think D'Agostino beats him. Robbie Howard's draw stinks. He's got Heinzelman, who he doesn't look like he's super close to beating. Then he's going to hit the Foley Schroeder loser almost immediately.
Yep.
So there's like no path for a run unless Robbie transforms into someone different than he's been this season.
And McKee is a coin flip, but he is so hot and cold. If you look at his season, lost to Liam Cronin, win over Rayvon Foley, obviously lost to Spencer, win over Devin Schroeder, Devin Schroeder, lost to Barnett. He lost to Barnett 17-4, win over D'Agostino. Then he comes back and beats Barnett, but loses D'Agostino. I mean, he is about as inconsistent as you can get.
Yeah, it's
almost laughable.
It's kind of crazy how up and down he is. But I think if you draw him, there's still an element of fear. Like, all right, he's kind of dangerous. Like Latona, but I think that Sam is like solid and basic enough that he'll be fine in a match like that. But there's also, McKee can head pinch him over for a 2-2 kind of thing, and things get a lot tougher. I'm not sure Latona is a shootout kind of guy. I feel like he wrestles the real controlled matches. He wants to win a 1-2 takedown battle in the tough matches and ride tough and get the win. So McKee will make it a little crazier. Okay, any other thoughts? Who's some of your dark horses are, I think, probably my dark horses. I like Ragusin as a guy that if he gets super hot, I could see him. Because I have him losing the round of 12 to Schroeder, but I could totally see him winning that match. And if he wins that match, I could see him beating Drew Hildebrandt the next round. And then it's Ragusin versus Camacho in the, consolation semis. Which, at that point, in those matches, literally anything can happen once you get that deep in the wrestlebacks. Crazy stuff happens all the time there. So I though I have him in the round of 12, I think he's set up well for a run. I also like whoever comes through the Lamont round of 12. So I have Lamont losing to Latona. So whoever comes through that section, if they're hot, hitting the backside against Lamont, who just lost in the quarters, I think that's going to be an interesting one and a spot to watch out for.
I had Heinzelman upsetting Lamont second round.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
No.
Classic Utah versus Colorado rivalry. Will that play a factor? They'll both be at not elevation, so I don't know, maybe it's a wash. So that's going to be 25 other than Spencer is going to be a really fun weight. I guess are there any matches that go 7 minutes with Spencer?
Yeah. Camacho makes it 7 minutes.
Camacho makes it 7 minutes. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I think the final goes the full length.
I kind of do too, because I don't know.
I could see Camacho choosing top or something, try to ride him out.
Yeah. Dogecoin Ollie, what do you think? Does Spencer Lee go the distance?
Nope.
No.
No. He's in, he's out, he gets the job done. I'm not seeing anybody stop him.
Okay.
That's it.
He's in, he's out. Does he go? Does he take the plane right to State College? I said State College.
Whoa.
But it's going to be.
Definitely doesn't go
Well,
there.
I said State College because the Olympic trials were going to be in State College. They're no longer at State College. Where are they? Fort Worth now or Dallas?
Fort
Fort
Worth.
Worth.
Pew pew.
Yeah,
Yep.
you guys are going, huh?
Some of us.
Some
No.
of us?
Yeah, there's
What do you mean?
We get 2 credentials.
What?
Yeah.
I think we're doing a
How
watch party
pissed
for
are
it,
you?
though.
We're doing a watch. Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's going to be fun. Well, maybe. It'll be fun.
Maybe. It'll definitely be fun
2
if we do it.
credentials?
2.
Are they doing fans?
Some.
Why don't you guys just be fans then?
You can't really work
Because
from-
we have to work.
No, listen. You just buy a bunch of tickets and then you just, hey, out of my space here, you bring your little laptop.
You
You
got you need
That's crazy.
power.
CP looks exactly like that Ben Askren impersonate. That's how you look when you work. That's wild.
Yep, like someone's just pulling strings on me and I'm typing. Yeah, it's not that easy. You need like power and stuff like that. And
Okay, I got
good
it.
internet.
Why don't you get other entities to apply for passes and then you pay them for them?
Okay, I'm sure this will.
That's good. That's a good idea. That's a good.
I'm sure
idea.
the USLBC
Flow Gymnastics
will.
could apply for some passes, and then you steal those.
Flow Gymnastics for the wrestling Olympic trials will get credentials.
Yeah, there's probably some tie-ins somewhere.
You sound like the Wisconsin Mafia now. You
Yeah,
all that talk
is
of
this
maybe
Mafia
the
a few episodes
Austin
ago.
Courier. The Austin Courier applies for 2 passes. Boom,
Yeah.
take those.
Yeah, well, I don't think that'll work. They're like already asking, like, okay, what are you guys going to be doing on press row? You know, you can't do anything, right? Like, you can't do any video.
What do you mean you
this.
can't do anything?
Well,
You
like,
can't type?
you can barely type. The NBC restrictions are like so restrictive. Like, you can't like live blogging is like maybe not allowed. Like, you can't like say what.
Stop.
I swear,
You
They
cannot
like-
live blog.
potentially not.
Will we be able to watch the early round matches at the Olympic trials?
I would imagine.
I think so.
Where?
Something NBC, probably
Yeah,
Peacock.
Maybe Peacock, yeah.
Well, didn't track merge with before that? So shouldn't they still have the rights somehow?
No, I mean, I'm sure they'll do the brackets.
No, but didn't track and NBC have some deal where they did the trials last time? So
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
they
they
still
don't-
maintain those rights?
No.
They weren't on track, though.
They weren't on track. You couldn't like
yeah,
watch live.
you couldn't
on
watch
track
on
wrestling.
track.
They were like maybe producing the stream for like the prelims, but they were definitely not live on track wrestling.
So you're telling me I'm gonna have to figure out how to stream something not on Flow or Track
Yes, you
for
need
the
to
Olympic
start
trials?
preparing
This
right
is gonna
now.
be an issue.
Tell your
This-
wife.
I need to
Yeah.
get ready.
You need to let Amy know. I would
Yes.
even tell Ozzy and see what you can get
Ozzy
figured
can't
out.
help. He'll just say truck show.
Truck show.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
He
No,
wants-
I want a truck show.
Oh my gosh.
So who's getting the passes? Christian or Kyle? Or anyone or Mark Bader?
I think it's gonna be me and Bader. But we don't know yet. We have to figure out what we're allowed to do before we make our final decision.
I feel like this is going to be like a game of Clue, and Christian Piles is going to die in the library with the candlestick. Who was it? I think it was Kyle Radke, but it might be Oliver Stone. We don't know.
Yeah.
Muerto.
No, it won't be Ollie. I don't think. I don't think Ollie would betray me like that.
I might get you.
You never know.
It could be JD.
He's got friends.
That's the leading pick, I think.
Yeah, he's most likely to commit homicide. Okay, what other thoughts? Sorry, I don't know how we ended up on the Olympic trials. Oh yeah, because Spencer's going to go from there to Fort Worth.
Yes.
Become a Texan for a couple weeks.
And then we went to JD's homicidal thoughts.
You're right. It's a very natural transition, stream of consciousness. Any other 125
Boom.
thoughts?
No, 133.
I'm good
Let's
here.
do it.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. We're moving.
Pressing
130
forward.
133. Okay. Fun one. At the top, I have Dayton Fix and RBY meeting in the finals. Does anyone have any
Put our picks
different?
up on the screen here.
I think we have to. Everyone
Um,
picked Dayton over RBY.
Yes.
I kind of when I always like to make like one sort of like off the wall champ
You won't
pick.
do it.
No, I didn't do it. But I actually strongly considered saying RBY could do it. I mean, is there a scenario where this is a two takedown match? Like Dayton gets
No,
two
it's super
takedowns?
close.
It's one takedown match, right? So now we're talking about a
Yes.
one takedown match. And I actually see this coming down to like tiebreakers or riding time type of thing.
Nah,
No?
I don't see it. Dayton's going to take down, ride for a significant portion of time. Probably right of the period. I think he wins. Let's say 4-1.
4-1? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think the path for RBY, if he's gonna do it, he's gotta like I think I don't know. I think he's gotta wait on one errant shot and try to run behind, go behind type of thing. I think that's the only way he can do it. But the problem is Dayton's shots are safe, and I mean, how many times has he been run behind? I mean, maybe Gilman. It's tough to say.
Did Gilman really run behind him? I don't really. Ooh, I don't
Maybe
recall
just
that.
shoot
But
him out
it's
of-
possible.
Yeah, and maybe he didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just tough to pick against Dayton in any scenario. I do have I have Dayton over DeSanto in the semi. Do you have DeSanto making the
Ooh,
semi?
I got
You
Mickey
don't.
Philippi.
I knew it.
Mickey Philippi upsets Austin DeSanto, and Austin DeSanto loses in the blowout to Louis Hayes.
Whoa.
Come on, Ben. No way.
Dude, you saw his hand? He's going to be grabbing his hand the whole time.
Ben. Kyle's
Won't be able to
upset.
get the tricep grip.
Kyle's
Louis Hayes
upset.
is going to go behind him.
Are you trying to make Iowa lose this? Because I'm pretty sure at
I was going to
157.
win.
I'm pretty sure at 157, I saw you didn't even have Caleb Young in the blood round.
He lost out. Can't help him.
Are you just trying?
There's nothing Ben could do for him. He tried. He tried to save him.
Did-
All right, we'll get there in a second.
He
Sorry.
makes it sound like
I
sounds
was
like
still going to win the title. Don't worry.
Ben makes it sound like
Listen,
his picks aren't up to
historically,
him.
I ran the data. Historically, they've underperformed at NCAAs. They're going to underperform again. They're such front runners that they have such a big lead. They're going to win anyways.
he has Murin in the round of 12 also.
Picking DeSanto.
You guys are the one trying to say I was not going to win. I said they're going to win all year.
Picking.
I stick
Well, you're
by
not.
that.
You're not
That's
really
not what I
standing
said.
by that with all these picks so far. But picking Philippi to beat DeSanto, no surprise there. Like that's not shocking. I could see it happening. But
Louis Hayes.
losing to Louis Hayes.
What does Louis Hayes do, Ben? Why do you think Louis Hayes will beat Austin DeSanto? Because you think he's gonna grab his hand?
DeSanto, he's going to lose. He's going to grab his hand, and DeSanto is going to be in a bad mood after getting ridden for so long by Mickey Philippi. So he's going to crap the bed.
Wow.
If he was in a bad mood, wouldn't he just go out there and put it on Louis Hayes?
Yeah.
No, because he's in a more like a depressed bad mood than a very highly motivated bad mood.
All right. Gotcha.
So not only is he in a bad mood, we know exactly which type of bad mood.
Well, there's multiple bad moods, obviously, right?
Obviously.
Listen, are you guys going to tell me you've never seen anyone just lay down in the wrestlebacks?
Oh, for sure.
Lay an egg? Give
The
me a freaking
quarterfinal
break.
drop down is a sad position to be in.
It's tough.
Because you're
Yeah.
you're thinking about, oh, I'm gonna wrestle on Friday night, dog bone, all this and that, and then now I gotta beat this dude that's on fire on the backside
Yeah.
and thwart him. It's not that easy. No, it's not about the idea of a guy losing in the quarters and then in the round of 12. It's who.
It's his opponent.
It's
You guys don't
Louis
like
Hayes.
Got it.
Yeah, I just don't think, and shout out UVA, but I don't think so. So I have DeSanto beating Mickey because I have not been particularly impressed with Mickey. I find his offense to be lacking, and I like offense. I do think it's a crazy match. I think DeSanto is going to have a hard time scoring on him, but I think he gets maybe some stall calls. I thought Mickey, with a different ref, would have given up more stall warnings against Corbin Myers at ACCs. So I feel like I took that and it moved it over to in a DeSanto scenario. Now, can Austin get away? I don't know. I think he probably will, though.
Yeah, Go ahead, Ben.
Go ahead. Well, I was going to say there's definitely a chance that Philip rides him for a while if he can stop the first move.
Yeah. I just think he'll be right for that. So also on the top side, I have Chris Cannon making the quarters, beating Mikhail McGee, and that's kind of all that's particularly interesting in the round of.
I know. I got another that's gonna piss you guys off.
Love it. Hit me.
Get ready to call him Pella. Matt Schmidt over Corbin Myers in the quarterfinals.
Crazy.
Wrong.
I have Matt Schmidt.
I actually have Corbin Myers then coming back for third place, so it's not that bad for Corbin Myers, but he gets upset by the Tiger in the quarterfinals.
Well, obviously. So I actually have upset special Madrigal over Schmidt.
Oh, get lost.
Man, Madrigal looked great at Big 12s.
Matt Schmidt, the guy that lost to Zach Price.
He just lost to Zach Price. Also,
Zach Price. I think I have Zach Price doing all right in here somewhere.
Yeah, you probably have him fourth.
Zach Price makes it decently far on the backside, but he loses to Jarrett Trombley. I actually have 3 ACC guys placing. I have Myers, Philippi, and Trombley all. I have 4 and Louis Hayes placing. The whole ACC plays.
The whole ACC.
Now, you're an ACC fan, and now you're grumbling over the ACC people doing well.
No,
I don't think
I'm grumbling with. I have Trombley and Hayes in the round of 12. I just have them losing those matches. So
got it.
I'm pretty sure Madrigal's 6-8, and he still has better wins than 10-1 Matt Schmidt.
Where's going
Redding,
on with Matt Schmidt? Huh?
Price. Let me see if I can find it. Matt Schmidt.
Yeah, Redding and Biscaglia are Schmidt's best wins this year. Devin Turner's in there.
One of those is a backup. He lost to
Oh,
Zach.
really good.
He literally lost to Price, who Madrigal just beat.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, so I love that upset pick. I think it's one of the ones where you gotta put some out there. It's not gonna go all chalk. But then I have Myers beating Madrigal, and then RBY beating Myers, and the match is maybe closer than people would expect. I have Lucas Bird beating Hayes.
Same.
And I have Schwartz falling to RBY in round 2, which sets up my round of 12 of Mickey over Louis Hayes, Cannon over Madrigal, Bird over Trombley, and Schmidt falling to McGee. And then I have Myers beating Cannon, and then Myers beating DeSanto for third place. Don't even feel bad about it. I have Bird losing to DeSanto again. I have Bird beating Cannon for 5th, and McGee beating Mickey Philippi for 7th.
I actually had Bird beating Louis Hayes on the front side, but then losing to Trombley on the back side.
So you have Trombley beating Bird?
Yes.
I don't see that.
I do not either.
I went all ACC.
Why do you like Trombley over Bird?
Big ACC kick, huh, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. A lot of people, they lose those quarterfinals matches and they just don't wrestle their best. And so that was kind of what I thought. Bird loses to RBY after having the big win over Louis Hayes and has a subpar performance against Jarrett Trombley.
Gotcha.
I mean, do you? I mean, I know it's tough to come back from the quarterfinal, but like, you think they just don't care about being an All-American? That's what we're treating it like.
Yeah, you're kind of
some of them do not. Some of them are like,
Ben,
I don't want to make weight tomorrow. I'm out of here.
No, come on.
You think DeSanto's gonna be like that? This is literally like his life. Okay, well that's
he's depressed. He's depressed because he is he's very focused on one thing. He had the NCAA title in his mind. He just lost to Mickey Philippi, who he was not expecting to lose to, and now he's got to come back Friday night and wrestle. He don't want to be there.
Okay.
I think you're overthinking it a little bit.
In the blood round, I have Fix over RBY, Myers over DeSanto in third, fourth match. In the blood round, I went Philippi over Hayes, Cannon over Trombley.
I thought you said you had Hayes losing the blood round, Kyle.
He does.
I did. I said
Mickey.
Philippi over Hayes.
For 5-6.
No.
What's that?
He's doing his round of 12.
Oh, you're doing. Oh, got it. No, I swear he just said Myers over DeSanto,
He did.
For third.
which is third and fourth.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't do my fifth and
Okay,
sixth.
I thought you were going
so
third,
Philippi,
fourth,
sorry.
fifth, sixth.
Sorry, I didn't. I did skip
Going in a
over
very
that.
confusing order.
Philippi over Bird for fifth, Cannon over McGee for seventh, and then Bird. I mean, if whoever comes to who do you have Bird in the blood round? Who do you have him facing in the blood round there?
I have him against Trombley.
Okay, you had.
Me too.
Because I have Trombley losing to winning his first match and then losing to Mickey.
Okay, see, I have Trombley losing first round, so he comes through on a different.
You think he loses to Van Vliet round 1?
Van Vliet's good.
Well, I actually had Van Vliet. Let me see what I had Van Vliet doing. No, he lost to Trombley, but he went. He beat Madrigal on the backside.
Yeah, I have Madrigal beating him, and then
So-
Madrigal beating Price.
I have Bird over Sullivan, total homer pick there, and then McGee over Schmidt in the blood round in the final blood round there.
Where do I have it all ending for? Yeah, I'm not sure where I put.
He messed up
Schmidt.
his
Let's go
bracket
with
earlier.
41.
He probably just keeps messing up his bracket.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, Christian,
he
you
may not
definitely
be able
messed
to
up your
read it.
bracket at 157. I was noticing your 157 was a disaster because you had JQs at both sixth place and the round of 12.
Oh wait,
And
I
you
just
had
typed it
JQs losing to
wrong.
Berge, but then you put Berge in the All American round there also, and then you had Franek losing to Teamer, but Teamer is not an All American, so
I'm not
I don't
ready
know
for the
what's
big
going on there.
reveal. I don't want to show all my cards at 57 yet. I'll show them soon. All right, Bracky, you kick off 157 while I maybe look into what I
Wait, so
did. there.
Wait a
JQs
minute.
can have multiple spots in the bracket?
Bracky, get 41 going.
All right, 41. We all have Ironman in the finals, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then who do we have advancing between Rivera and Lee?
I got Seabass.
I have Seabass.
I have Seabass.
Oh, really?
We did it
You don't
again.
pick
We
Nick Lee?
did it again. Well, no, yeah, we all have beating Nick Lee to make the finals.
In all
I guess.
fairness, that match was about as close as it could get.
It was
so,
and
A penalty point.
if he the locked hands, it doesn't go to overtime.
And
Oh, I
since
forgot
when do
about
they
that.
call locked hands illegal on top?
That's crap.
That's crap.
Terrible rule. I think it's biased against Rutgers. No, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I think. Oh, you have Ironman winning.
I do.
You love it.
I went safe there.
This goes against everything.
Trust me. Listen, I think I've picked Sebastian Rivera to win NCAA the past 3 years, so this is like picking against him, just hoping he like shoves it in my face.
Okay, so you want to get dunked on by Sebastian Rivera?
Yes,
That's your
if
end
it
goal.
means him winning. Yeah.
You want him to. You want Quint
my
Kosenik's gonna
God.
put a mic in his face.
Yes.
And you say Kyle Bracky didn't
He's gonna
believe.
ask some stupid question.
He is
but
gonna
then
ask a
he's just
terrible
gonna he's gonna ignore the question. He's just gonna dunk on me, and it's gonna be great.
Yes.
Wow.
Quint will ask some question about what's the difference between a knight and a wildcat. And it'll
He's
confuse
gonna
him.
ask him how strong he is.
Stop picking on Quint Kasnick. You guys are mean.
Oh, you're just Mr. ESPN now. That's your
Well, I got hired last year, then I didn't get hired back after.
well, you didn't do very good
I
last year at
didn't
NCAAs.
go up. I didn't get hired back.
Man, his no-show job.
Seriously.
Hey, Dogecoin Ollie.
Yep. It's I'm at 35. I started at more, but it's okay. It's gonna come back up. Little Dogecoin update for you guys. Right now's the time to buy. It's on a dip.
It's on a dip. It seems
It's on
like
a dip.
it's been on a
Double
dip for
down.
several weeks.
I mean,
Well,
don't
then-
lose faith.
Hey, you know what? So it's gonna come back, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, diamond hands.
All right. Why don't you put like $70 in?
I mean, I can't just go throwing money down the well more and more. What do you think I
You
am?
should
made
really
of this
just
stuff?
ask Christian will pay you in Bitcoin.
Doge.
I can't. That is a swing I can't sign myself or my family up for. I mean, 60.
Why not?
It's 60 because it's like, how much money do I have? I don't know. Ask me again in an hour. I could have 100,000 less.
Right?
No, it's terrible.
You know how
man.
much one Bitcoin is, though, Christian?
Currently, no, because yesterday.
No, it's always one Bitcoin. Always. One Bitcoin is one Bitcoin.
Okay, and $1 is $1.
Yeah.
Can we talk about NCAAs again?
Yeah, what are we?
I don't give a crap about this stuff.
Wait,
Christian started it.
you don't care about my Dogecoin, Kyle?
Wait,
We already got the Dogecoin update.
We're talking about our brother's finances.
We already
here.
got his update.
Oh wow.
All right, you're not getting any cool stuff when I.
Hey, Ollie.
Rich.
Kyle's fired up.
Ollie, don't forget who cares about your Doge.
It's written down in my notes on my laptop.
It's not even the Doge. We just keep talking about Bitcoin and how much, and then it's one Bitcoin, and then it's my book shows 67, but their book probably showing 65.
Like Dave Portnoy. Dave Portnoy he's such a defeated individual because he sold his Bitcoin for $11,000.
That was probably, in hindsight, that was probably a mistake.
He said he messed up. He owned it.
I messed up so bad. All right, I got Seabass over Jaden Ironman, Nick Lee over Ian Parker, Dom Demas over Chad Red, Tariq Wilson over Alan Hart. This bracket's fun. This bracket is a lot of fun. I have Ironman over Red. Red got screwed. They should have gave him something that was not the 8 or the 9, because he shouldn't have to wrestle Jaden Ironman again. Dom Demas beats Tariq Wilson. Sebastian Rivera beats Alan Hart. That was almost an upset, but not quite. And then Nick Lee beats Ian Parker.
Yeah.
What place do you have Nick Lee getting?
Third.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I myself, I've definitely figured this out. I do have Seabass. I made even the little fish symbol for the champion right there. I messed up the first try, but I made a little fish symbol.
I was gonna say it's better than you writing it out, but I guess not. You can't even draw a fish, bro.
It's not very good.
Wow.
Listen, I'd say it was a good drawing. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea who's going to win this weight. Here's what I think. I thought all year long that Sebastian Rivera would win this weight. I saw him at Big Tens, and I still feel like he can win the weight. I saw how close he was with Nick Lee.
Yeah,
I think he can win that match.
Sure.
And Nick Lee and Ironman had a crazy one. I do worry about the mat with Ironman. Like, he could just get ridden for a while, but I think he wins the neutral battle, and that's why he'll win. But if you pick any of the three, I maintain that I think it's like a 33% chance. And honestly, Vegas odds, Ironman should be the favorite because he doesn't have to go through one of those guys to make the finals. I think the top side is very beneficial.
Are you interested at all in Dom Demas or Tariq Wilson versus Jaden, or do you think he kills him?
I'm not that interested. I mean, I'm watching.
I think Tariq's a bad matchup for Ironman, but I think that Dom Demas would have a small chance of beating him.
Huh. Why do you think that about Tariq?
Well, because Tariq's going to shoot a lot, and that's where Jaden thrives.
So you think Jaden will do better against Tariq than Dom? Is that what you're saying? I'm
saying both of them have small chances at winning that match. Dom Demas or Tariq Wilson have a very small chance of beating Jaden Ironman. Dom Demas' chance is greater.
Okay.
Than Tariq Wilson's.
Do you remember they hit NCAAs in 2019? It was like one of the most boring matches of all time.
Yes.
It was 2-0 in favor
2-0,
of Ironman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because they both stared at each other. Because it's like, oh, they'll be crazy. But it's like, no, they both are kind of like waiting for the other guy to do something so that they can go. Mm-hmm. And then it was like the Spider-Man meme where they're just pointing at each other and no one shot. So we could have a Spider-Man meme again, but actually I have Tariq beating Demas.
I do too.
I just think and I don't know if he matches up great there. I like that Tariq has some upper body competence there. Hopefully it doesn't translate to foolhardy and belief that he can go up top with Demas, but I just feel like he'll be okay. And his leg attacks are great. He's getting to him.
So this is an interesting little quadrant, if you will.
Hit me with it.
So Dom Demas, I think we all think he'll win round one. But then, okay, so who do you guys have winning between Real Woods and Willits?
Mm-hmm. I got Real Woods winning.
I got Willits.
I got Willits again. Yeah, me too. And then
this ain't no part-time thing. You got to be like in it all year.
And then, so Ben, you have Demas beating Woods.
Yes.
Yeah, I got Demas beating Willits then.
I have Demas beating Willits. I have Real Woods falling to Dylan Duncan in the pre-round of 12.
Oh my goodness! So then
what?
I have Real Wood the pre-round 12. Real Woods losing to DJ Lauren on the backside early, and I have Willits making the round of 12 against Chad Red.
Okay.
I have Willits losing in the blood round to Parker Wood, and then Real Woods losing to DJ Lauren as well, Ben. Or no, I have Woods losing in the round of 12 to Chad Red. I gave him the win over Lauren.
So we essentially flipped those two.
Yeah.
I flipped back and forth on this Ian Parker Zach Sherman match 56 times.
It's a good one.
I just don't know. I think Zach Sherman's really good, really slick, but I ended up, if you looked at my bracket, I wrote Sherman, I crossed through it, and then I wrote Parker because I do these in pen. So I do have Parker making it to Lee. I think Lee wins there. But that was not an easy pick for me. Another tough one, looking down at the Simon versus Red. Did we all go Red there? I feel like everyone's going to pick Chad Red in that match.
Go Chad Red there. The whole world.
The whole world's going to. As I mentioned, I have Duncan beating Real and then Duncan losing to Red in the round of 12. I have Sherman.
Oh, hey, not to interrupt you, but almost more important, someone just commented in the Facebook chat about the testing. Dude, someone's tested positive. Just by happenstance, there's 330 competitors.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should lay odds on who tests positive.
What? No, it's so random. I'm not going to do that.
Do they have to test if they've already been positive
I don't know. But I know that
in the last 90 days?
I don't know. I don't know how they're doing that. But I know they're testing Monday and Wednesday.
So I heard.
Are they testing the coaching staffs also? So if the coaching tests positive, do all the athletes from those teams have to then be quarantined, or are they all coming like separately or something?
I would assume some of the athletes would probably get knocked out with contact tracing. Yes, the coaches are being tested.
Also, I had someone hit me up and say that they don't have to, like Oklahoma, like Coach Roselli said, they have to get there Monday and like be there 24 hours. Another coach said that they don't have to do that.
Well, I noticed a lot of people said they were traveling yesterday on Facebook. I was seeing that like last practice, which travel usually happens on Tuesday, not Monday.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of teams get there yesterday.
Yes. So that would be interesting if they have to get tested if they've been positive in the last 90 days, because you could say that the antibodies would still be around, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
So we heard that they had to get there Monday, quarantine in the hotel room for 24 hours. And then I saw with the basketball, because the basketball tournament is getting ready to start this week as well, and they're having in Indianapolis. And when they got there, they got tested right away and then got tested again. So they had to have 2 negatives before they could leave their hotel rooms for basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Dang.
And
I would almost say like, if I was the coach, I wouldn't have contact with my athletes because I don't want them getting knocked out if I test positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, listen, each one of you guys take your own car, like a pair each. You guys pair up, take your own cars to NCAAs or take your own flight, and then after we all test negative, we'll get back around each other. Something to that effect.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Hopefully, I don't know. When you think about it, how many wrestlers from their conferences were out because of COVID?
Did they all test as many? They probably didn't test twice at
Dude, these guys are getting tested like
they're getting
crazy.
tested like every week though, like 5-6 times a week though.
I think there's a chance no one tests negative.
Positive.
Or positive.
No one tests negative. That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
That would be wild. Super spreader event.
Super spreader event before
Everyone's
the event happened. Yeah, but so I guess my point there is that's more people, right? There's more people in conference weekend than NCAAs. And if it was that little, I actually think there's a decent possibility no one tests positive.
Actually, a good point. But I thought that, with the false positives, you think at least a couple people would test. They must be doing the rapid test if they're getting back that quickly.
I would imagine.
All of them?
I would imagine
Yeah.
so.
Hmm.
And maybe
Man.
so many of them have already had it too. Who knows?
That's.
I mean, a lot of teams that
There's
ran
decent
through
chance
it
there.
in the summer or the early
fall.
stages. Iowa. So I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Obviously, we hope no one gets it because that would just stink. Okay. Demas over Sherman in the round of 12.
All right.
I have Red over Duncan. I have Parker over Willits. I struggled with the Willits-Lauren match. Lauren's been pretty good this season. And then Hart over Simon in the round of 12. So I do have a Tiger on the podium, Ben. Alan Hart.
I actually had Alan Hart in 8th place also.
Okay.
Wow, I got him 7th. I'm a bigger Mizzou fan.
Wow. True Tiger style.
He lost to Tariq Wilson in 8th place. So far I actually have 3 NC State All-Americans.
I do not. I can't go there with Trombley.
Me either.
Okay.
They were messing around with him and Ryan.
Anymore. This might be a Wolfpack of 1.
One-man wolf pack. All right. So none of us feel great about our 141 pick, but we made them anyways. Any scenario where the top 3 doesn't finish in some order for the top 3?
I mean, Chad Red and Sebastian had decently close match. I think there's a small chance that Demas. I mean, Demas kicked Nick Lee's butt the one year, so there's a small chance that Demas or a Chad Red slides in there somewhere.
Yes.
But obviously, I'm not betting on it.
All right. Next up.
49?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Brock Mahler, NCAA champ. Let's go.
Yeah. That's not
Yep.
the worst pick. No, I'm mad at that. Why don't you get started with yours, Ben?
Well, I go Brock Mahler over Austin O'Connor in the semis, and I go Sammy Sasso over Ridge Lovett in the semis. Mahler over Sasso.
Okay. So I had a hard time with this. Well, first of all, I picked Murin to beat Lovett on the front side.
Really?
Yes. I think that happens.
Why does he reverse the result of last time?
I think he doesn't get thrown to his back for 6 points to start the match.
It's fair.
I don't think they did their homework on Ridge, and they paid the price. And he got bombed. They went where he's freaking lethal.
I mean, you can say that, but they wrestled Ridge last year.
Yeah, but different guy. That was DeSanto, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's
I
not
just
like
feel
you've never
Ridge is
seen
really
this guy
good in those
before.
scrambles, and he's really good on top and bottom. Like he has a lot of ways to win matches, not just to throw. He's not Peyton O'Mania or something.
I'm actually just high on both those guys, even though Murin had terrible Big Tens.
Yeah.
Terrible.
People talk about the Lovett loss, but he also lost to Van Brill. But I think we're gonna get a bounce back from Murin. But I still have but I have Murin wrestling back for 5th, or excuse me, Lovett wrestling back for 5th, beating Murin in the 5th, 6th place match. So I get a little crazy.
Ooh, so you actually have them splitting.
Yes.
I have Lovett taking 5th. I have him winning against Murin again, then losing to Boo. And then I have Murin actually avenging his loss to Van Brill in the blood round. That match was really weird. I went back and watched it. It was 1-1 with like 40 seconds left, and Murin did what you said not to do, Ben, and he tried to scramble from bottom, and he gave up a couple sets of back points from trying to scramble on bottom. That's what Van Brill wants you to do too. I think this time he has a sense of urgency on his feet and goes and gets a takedown. Because he rode Van Brill for over a minute in the second period. So I think this time he goes and gets a takedown, and I have him getting 8th.
So I have Van Brill making that quarter, beating Milner. I feel pretty good about that. Which probably means it won't happen, but just going with it. Van Brill is pretty inconsistent. I think 49 is where I went the wildest, because I have Abbas losing to Yaya round 1. Then I have Yaya beating Lamer, making the quarters.
Ooh.
So
Yaya's got to be the most
The best,
The best
24
25 seed, yeah.
Yes.
seed? Or 25, yeah.
He's an All-American 25 seed. If all the 25 seeds wrestled, I think Yaya would beat them all. I'm just not that. Abbas lost to Hunsaker this year. I'm just not all that high. I was talking to Bracky about this before. I think Stanford's just not in their regular Stanford groove. So I'm kind of like, I'm looking at their guys and I'm knocking them down a couple pegs. Not really in their control necessarily, but that's just my perception. Same with Real Wood, same with even Griffith to a degree.
I mean, Real Woods have been wrestling.
Yeah.
And did you watch a Valencia Griffith match?
No.
It was one scramble. It was one neutral scramble, and Valencia with his crazy hips just kind of came out on top of it, and he got back points with it, and then Griffith chased Valencia around the mat for the final 4 minutes. Abbas got caught in a headlock with Hunsaker. He did lose to Lamer earlier this year, but then he avenged it at Pac-12. So he lost to Lamer last year in his redshirt year as well. I don't know. I'm not out on Stanford like you are. Sad to see you just
I actually have Yaya Thomas.
Program.
I have Yaya losing first round to Jaden Abbas, but coming all the way back and losing to Bryce Andonian for third place.
Oh my gosh.
He beats everybody. Yep. He beats Milner, Perriott, Josh Heil, Mitch Moore, Austin O'Connor.
Yaya beats Austin O'Connor?
Yep, that's what happened.
Stop. Come on. No way.
I have Yaya losing to Abbas, although that's one of the first round matches I'm looking forward to most because it's very contrasting styles. And then I have Thomas coming back and losing to Perriott the round before the blood round.
Oh, man. That's wild. So I have Yaya making the quarters and then losing to Andonian in the round of 12. I have Bryce getting, quote, upset by Kanan Storr in round 2. I don't know if that's really an upset.
Hokey hater.
Stop. It all works out in the end. It all works out in the end because I went really crazy. 149 is my we'll call this my bath salts weight. I just took bath salts and made predictions. Because
bath salts are back.
I have the ghost of Jared Degan placing. Okay, this man has half a functioning body.
Get the hell out of here!
I just did it. I just went for it. Man, he's placed
the man who has Austin DeSanto losing in the blood round just told Christian to get the hell out of here.
Yeah. If you tell me to get the heck out, you're right there with me. I think it happens.
I'm gonna pull up Jared's profile.
Don't do that.
He lost to Kyle Parco.
He's 0 for Parco. Listen, I don't have him hitting Parco.
Yeah, Parco's not there, so it seems like he's set.
Parco's there.
They're just not going to hit.
He's number 72.
Yeah. All right, so here's
oh my God.
Okay, here's the path for Jared Degan, the ghost of Jared Degan, as I call him, but he will be brought back to life. So he loses in round 1 to Griffin. Great start. I think that's a bad matchup for him. Then he beats Crooks. Then he beats PJ Ogunsanya. Then he beats.
That's not a good matchup for him.
You say that, but it will be. And then he beats Legend Lamer, another great matchup. And then he beats Kanan Storr.
Stop.
And then, you know what? And then they're like, you know what? Then at this point, he will have 3/4 of his body not functioning. He will lose either a shoulder or a knee or an ankle. And then he will have to default for 8th place. But he will go out a hero and a legend. And he gets 8th place.
You kind of convinced me.
It's going to happen.
I kind of liked it, man. I felt it.
Degan's going to go on a heater. I just think it doesn't make any sense, and that's why it's going to happen. I think he's got a great fighting spirit.
I will say you have gone out on a limb here and made like a crazy type of prediction, and I haven't seen as much as that from the other guys, so I respect pizzazz.
Thank you. Pizzazz, you know what? A certain je ne sais quoi, if you will.
Me, I haven't went out on a limb. I've been going on a limb more than anyone.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but yours. No, that's true. That's true. You're right. But yours were.
I'm way out on a limb. You know, hey, I got another one that I forgot. I glossed over. You guys want to hear one I glossed over?
Yeah.
Josh Heil takes out the whole state of Oklahoma. He beats Mitch Moore and then he beats Boo Allen.
I don't hate the first one.
I haven't beating Mitch Moore. That's
the people like it.
Not a fun matchup for Mitch Moore in the opening round. Heil's a 4-time qualifier and pushed Andonian this season.
So you guys don't like my pick over Lou Allen, though?
I do not.
And then Boo's going to lose out to Max Murin on the backside.
So I did the 149-pound preview, and I finished it up last night. This season, the top 4 seeds are 53-1, combined 53-1 record. The one loss was Boo in tiebreakers to Mahler. And even if you go back to last season, none of the top 4 seeds have lost to anyone in this bracket.
Really?
Really.
That's a crazy stat.
That's facts.
Wow.
They only lost to Lugo or people that have moved on or moved up.
Interesting.
Okay, so
Heil already has a win over Mitch Moore. I did not see that last night when I was looking at this.
I don't mind.
2 years ago.
I did pick Moore to beat him just because I thought Moore looked good at Big 12, so I gave him the respect of that win. Then what do I do with Heil? I think does he end up in the Jared Dagan Trail of Tears? What happened to him? No, he lost to Blockus.
I have Heil. This was a toss-up match for me, but losing to Casey Cobb, who I really like from Navy. But I could absolutely see him winning that, and then he would have Max Murin, and that's not an easy matchup for Max Murin. I had Murin beating Cobb, but that's a tough little road back.
I agree completely. Okay, so here's mine. I have Sasso over O'Connor.
Uh-oh.
It took me forever. I don't know. I think it's a really tough pick. I kind of feel like O'Connor is like the better overall wrestler, but Sasso just finds a way. Wins a scramble, gets a clutch ride out type of thing. Ugly sort of win, but he does it. That's my thought. And then I have Mahler over Boo for 3rd. Lovett over Murin for 5th. And then Andonian over Degan, who was also used to be a Hokie. People forget that.
You get it.
Okay.
I have the Virginia Tech Hokies with 3 All-Americans to this point also.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I do.
Big ACC guy here, guys. Big ACC guy.
Good. I'm glad that we've shown you the ways.
You were a hater before.
I have Sasso over O'Connor. That's a coin flip. O'Connor was 4-3 over Mahler at 2019 NCAAs. I think O'Connor gets it done again. Mahler over Boo for 3rd. Lovett over Andonian for 5th. And I don't know why. I just kept writing Jaden Abbas in the bracket. He just kept moving, advancing.
The pin just
how far?
Acting
7th place.
Wow.
I'm not mad at that.
That's probably the biggest stretch I've gone out so far, but I don't know. I kept writing him.
I mean, he's the 8th seed. You have him getting 7th. I don't think it's.
Well, shut up.
So you're not exactly some.
Yeah, real out on the limb pick there.
So far out on a limb. This man is so
blood
far out on a limb.
round. Yeah, but we talked about it before the show. It's kind of a fraudulent 8, to be honest. 8 seed with the loss he has. Yeah, it is.
A week 8, if you will.
Yeah. So, blood round, Lovett over Perriott, Abbas over Blockus, Murin over Van Brill, Andonian over Ogunsanya.
I kind of like Griffin Perriott's draw. Either if he wins or loses to Degan in round 1, I see him going through. It's sort of tough, but I think it's winnable along the way. Parco, and then Abbas, who Bracky loves, and then Murin. I guess that's not as great as I thought. That'll be kind of a tough event for him.
Definitely tough event.
I love Andonian's draw. I think win or lose this store match, I think he's in fine shape, and I think he'll place. So excited to see how the Hokies do there, and that brings us to the last weight for today, 157. I figured out what I did. It was a classic handwriting situation where JQs and Ja'Cory both start JAC. And then
that's maybe why you should write out their last names.
I did. It's just
I was writing initials, so I had 2 JTs in this bracket because you have Corey Teamer and you have Justin Thomas, and then you have Jared JQs. A lot of J's.
Jesse.
What do you do?
Write their last names. How hard is this? What is it saving you 2-3
That's so
seconds?
many more letters. That's not even close.
What does it save you 2-3
Yeah.
seconds?
What are you guys saving with? What are you guys doing with all
It's
that
not
time? You're
take 2
saving just
seconds.
writing
Are
down
you crazy?
to. What are you
You're
doing with all that time?
confusing yourselves. You're playing yourselves.
Initials.
Life hacks.
Initials.
No, not life hacks. Because now you're confused. Your bracket's all messed up. You don't even know who you have placing.
I wrote
All that time you
Yeah.
saved then is now being wasted now.
allegedly.
Yeah, he's got JQs placing multiple times.
You know what my problem was? I didn't write their initials, and I attempted to write out Ja'Cory's first name, and it looked like JQ's.
That's why you put their last name.
I have my processes, and they exist for a reason. And even though sometimes it bites me, but more often than not,
And
it
he
works.
writes like a
That's
5-year-old.
funny.
I have bad handwriting.
Caleb has to have better handwriting.
He does.
Than
He
you. Yeah.
absolutely does.
Maybe Christian actually, Christian was letting me have it for not wanting to do the brackets. Maybe Christian actually paid Caleb to do his brackets.
But Caleb has better handwriting than this.
Caleb,
I'm telling you.
he does. He has
Better
good,
picks too.
He has good handwriting. He may have better picks. I finally convinced him to do the backside of brackets. He's kind of like Ben. He's like, "What? Why would I do that?"
There we go.
He's like, "I just picked the Hawkeyes to all win." Okay.
How many points does Caleb have the Hawkeyes scoring in the NCAA championship?
I haven't run it yet, but lots. But he's reasonable. He doesn't have like Cassiope winning or anything like that. And he has Deacon beating Young, which I know is tough for him. So, speaking of
Deacon beating Young is tough for him.
well,
What kind of
yeah,
brainwashing you doing in that household?
Caleb Young has beaten Ryan Deacon twice. I don't know if you're aware of that. In folk style.
At Ryan Deacon's lowest moment. I mean, tell me you can see that happening now.
I mean, it could happen.
Listen, when Deacon lost to Caleb Young twice at NCAAs, I'm like, damn, I thought Deacon was good. He just lost to Caleb Young twice. He's done.
You're a hater.
He's not good
Okay.
anymore.
So I wrote my freaking bracket. I wrote David Carr to make the finals. Then I crossed it out and wrote Hayden Hidley. Then I crossed that out and wrote David Carr again. So
Well, you really wrote HHDC,
Yeah.
HH.
You didn't write anything.
I wrote
bunch
HH.
of, hold it up
I
again.
thought
Let's
about
see that
adding
there.
another H.
You're not
just
gonna be able
make
to
it
see it.
Triple H because that
Right
would be
there.
cool.
boom.
Oh, that's bad.
That's a mess.
That's a match.
Oh,
Like how can
that's
you
not
you
good.
sit there and look at that and feel good about yourself? Redo it.
Yeah, like
Redo
halfway
it.
through, I would have been like, I need a new bracket.
Yeah.
I'm getting frustrated.
Give
I
up.
can't look at this.
Ugh, makes me want to puke.
Sorry, that's how I write. You know what? I've always written like that. I got bad grades in handwriting when they gave grades in handwriting. Back
You
Oh,
a
when-
handwriting
CP.
class?
They graded-
who?
in Virginia,
How's
you
it a
get a grade
handwriting
for
class?
handwriting in elementary school. I would get like C's
What?
in handwriting. Yeah,
Come on.
it happened.
Statewide
There's really
problem.
that class?
Yeah, it wasn't a class. It was just I don't know. You got graded on it. Doesn't matter.
I don't recall this.
Okay, so I have Deacon beating Carr, and it was really tough for me to figure out who's going to win the Hidley Carr match. I think most people will probably pick Hidley, but I'm not. Someone else talk.
All right.
Okay.
I will
I
talk.
have Deacon over Hidley. I think Hidley's going to beat Carr. I was also tempted to pick Carr, but I did not. I had a crazy freshman run out of Andrew Cerniglia. He makes the semis, but then goes on a semi slide all the way to sixth place.
Can we talk about that? Specifically, I guess
He got
first
some big
question.
wins.
Right,
He beat
why?
Berge and Caleb Young back to back. Hunter Willits got the episode over Jesse Della Vecchia. Cerniglia wins in the quarters, but then goes semi slide.
Do you know that Andrew Cerniglia lost to Jaden Fisher this year?
Do you know who Jaden Fisher is?
Listen,
In
true-
5 seconds,
true
tell me where Jaden
freshmen-
Fisher wrestles.
True
Where's-
Say
freshmen are prone to up and down runs.
Okay, that's
He got
fine.
on a run.
Where does
Oleg
Jaden Fisher
slapped
go
him
to
a few
college?
times. He gets hot. I don't know who this bum is.
Well, this bum beat your guy.
What's that say about your
Listen.
guy?
Cerniglia gets hot, goes on a run.
He goes to Buck now, but he is in the transfer portal, by the way. So
Oh.
if you're in the market for Jaden
Wait,
Fisher,
wait,
you can
time
get
out.
him.
Hold on. He qualified for the NCAAs and is in the transfer portal simultaneously.
I don't think Jaden Fisher qualified for NCAAs.
Which shows what a
He
bad
did
loss.
not. He was 1-3 on the year, and his one win came against Andrew
It's
Cerniglia.
true freshmen, guys. True freshmen.
No, he's
Up and
not.
down.
He's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
No, Cerniglia.
Oh, yes, he is. You're right about
True
that.
freshman.
His best win on the year, I guess, is Parker Krotman.
Yeah,
Who does
solid.
he even have first round? Brady Berge.
Brady Berge.
I'm done.
Listen, there's going to be upsets. I'm the one here trying to pick them. You guys are just picking chalk. It's pathetic.
No, I'm trying to get the brackets right. I'm not trying to pick the bracket buster Cinderella.
There's going to be an upset,
you
Kyle.
can't.
I can't tell you who it's going to be. There is going to be one.
Right.
That's a fact. I'm trying to
I
figure
know
out which
that.
one it is. That's the one I like. He got hot. He's a true freshman. Gets it done.
Okay.
Right.
It might happen. People go on runs.
They go on runs. But
People
you,
go
you
on
don't-
runs.
The thing is, you don't predict them. Like it's the
Well, that's
unpredictable
what I'm trying
ones.
to do. No,
I know, and you're not
going
gonna
to
get it.
Cerniglia's
I
draw is
respect the attempt.
brutal.
It's brutal.
Bergie, Young,
Yeah,
and
no, it's
Delavecchia.
definitely not a good draw.
You
for the
need kind of
series
like
at all.
you need a good like opener and then like a nice matchup in round 2 and then you're like, okay, he's
and
hot
then,
now.
and then even on the backside,
he's
so
already hot.
I have him losing the
starts
first
hot.
round on the backside to Caleb Licking, who has top 25 wins this year. And even if he were to win that, I have him losing to Ja'Cory Teamer. He would get the loser of Ja'Cory Teamer, Brayton Lee.
Yes.
Whoa. Ja'Cory's going to be in the finals. So,
Is he?
yep. Ja'Cory Teamer champion.
Oh, he's gonna win. He's gonna
Yeah.
win in the finals.
Yep. Ja'Cory Teamer.
Who's
Corey
national
Teamer
champion.
can't beat David Carr. Teamer
What?
can't beat Carr.
He teched him.
No,
Okay, it happened.
didn't happen.
We'll gloss over
Freestyle.
it.
We don't count freestyle results on this show. I don't know.
Oh
Ollie
my
counts
gosh.
all results for my friends. Ja'Cory wins it all.
We do not count freestyle results on this show. That has been went over.
Listen,
over and over
you
again.
picked every Missouri guy. You've been home cooking this whole thing. I got one home cooking pick. I'm going to run with it.
I'm glad we're
I
gonna
think I
start
got Mizzou
tomorrow.
four All-Americans to this point, and Virginia Tech 4 All-Americans to this point. NC State 4 All-Americans to this point.
You keep holding up 5 fingers when you do that, though.
That's 4.
Oh, okay. The thumb's coming
This
out.
one's
so-
down. See, it's
Okay.
down.
Yeah, I got you. It doesn't go. You can't hold it there. Sorry, this isn't great radio. Back to the
No, I
brackets.
can't. I actually can't.
Back to the
Makes me feel like
brackets.
my hands cramp.
I
actually
shouldn't have
cannot-
done it.
Can you guys
Yeah.
do that? It's making my hand cramp when I try to squeeze it in. It's making this finger pinch in.
What? Just go
I
like.
can't
We're
hold
just
this.
holding
I don't
the
know.
fours.
It's
What are
making
we
my hand
doing?
cramp.
Fourth quarter.
I don't know what we're doing right now.
Fourth quarter.
I look
Sorry.
up and
Fours.
hold up
Fofo.
Okay, so a little bit of my 57 dirt. I have Young. I debated on Bergie Young. I have Bergie having a pretty good tournament. I have Young beating him, and then I have Young making the semis. I'm beating Delavecchia.
I do too.
I'm kind of a Delavecchia hater, and it's sort of irrational. And this is the classic. You're just picking the Big Ten guy or the blue blood guy. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing with Delavecchia and Young.
Shame.
I could be wrong.
Let me ask you this, Christian. What is to this point? There's 20 semifinalists.
Mm-hmm.
What is the lowest seed you have making the semis in all the first 5 weights?
I know I have a 6 seed making it.
Man, no. See, you guys, no upsets out of you two.
What was
Ricky,
just
what's
the
your
out on
vote?
the
What's
limb
the
one?
6 seed?
Yeah, what was the out on the limb one? I was just applauding you for.
I had
CP.
I had a bunch of out on a limb ones.
You
I
are
don't know
not
about a
out on a
bunch.
limb, Christian.
I don't know about a bunch.
You are
was-
not.
I had a 6 and a
This is a
5.
very sturdy base limb. This is not a skinny limb.
Ben's out there on some leaves.
He's
Yes,
on.
I'm out there
he's-
on some thieves.
I've got a 6. Camacho.
What's your lowest seed other than listen? I could
Oh,
put.
Camacho making the semis? That's not even a freaking upset. Give me a break.
Okay.
I mean, it is by number. So
It's not.
suck
It's
it.
not.
Listen.
It's not. If there was betting odds right now, Camacho would be a favorite over Brandon Courtney. I guarantee it.
Okay. We'll make your own betting lines. Listen. You can do what you want.
I'm going to be the house.
You
I'm
can
gonna
put
take all your
Soniglia,
money.
you can put all the service academies in all the semifinals if you want. But the bottom line is, that's not going to happen. Soniglia is not making the semis.
What
Write
if he
this
does?
down.
How much money are you going to give me? Give
Listen.
me Bitcoin.
I will not give you. I have 0 Bitcoin.
You give us Bitcoin when he doesn't make it. How
Yeah.
about that? How about that Bitcoin, Ben?
No, that's not how this works.
I got
It is-
619 Dogecoin that says he doesn't do it.
Dude, he's putting his Doge on the line. You
Doge
won't put
on
up-
the line.
You
Doge
put
on
up.
the line.
You put up 1 Bitcoin. He will put up 619
$3.
Doges.
Your one Bitcoin that, as you just said, is worth 1 Bitcoin.
It's worth 1
20.
Bitcoin, yeah.
My 619 Doge.
Are worth
Oh, he's
619
got
Doge.
30
What's
bucks.
more,
He's got 30 bucks.
619 or 1?
Exactly.
You have 30 bucks.
35.
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, you could. What's your other than Cerniglia? What's your highest seed semifinalist? You
Let's
wild
see.
swashbuckler.
It's probably a
Matt
Mizzou Tiger.
Schmidt at 6. We got him. Dom Dimas 5.
Whoa.
Whoa,
Riz
oh, yeah,
Lovett.
Ridge Love it, a 5.
No, but I had Yaya Thomas taking fourth. That was a big one.
Okay, we're talking about semis.
We're talking about semis.
Okay, then it's Andrew Siniglia.
Okay. Well, that's not happening,
21.
so we're on the same page.
Allegedly.
The 21. I mean, I love it. When we saw that in the sheet, I was like, what happened? What? Andrew Cerniglia? Listen, if he does it, I don't know. I want to make some sort of audacious bet.
Remember when I called Jackson Hamauer to the finals of the Big 12s? And what was the other one I called that was you guys said was ridiculous, and it actually happened?
Yes, you had a
Something
couple.
about Lovett.
No, it was Lovett. You had Lovett in the final.
Lovett, yes. Lovett to the finals of the Big 10.
You can't do it 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Or can I?
No, you can't.
That's some recency bias you got going on there.
If Cerniglia does it, it's not even recency bias. Didn't he lose at conferences to a guy that's 1-3?
He did.
No, I meant
He lost in conferences to a guy who had not won that entire year.
I said up and down. He's a true freshman. They have up and downs, Christian.
Listen, your downs, you got to be starting to, when that happens, you typically start to see some evidence that they're coming along at the conferences. And then it's like, oh.
just one match. Did something wrong.
What's the Cerniglia connection here? Why do you like him so much?
There's none. There is no Cerniglia connection. I just figure Kerry Collette's going to have an impact his first year. Sometimes that happens. And true freshmen are prone to these swings in performance. And I picked him. That's it.
Okay. I'm not a Cerniglia hater. It may seem that way, but I just feel like the draw is not such that.
Oh, hey, Jared Verclearen in the transfer portal. Did you guys see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of Penn State's 149.
Are you looking at the bottom of the screen? Are you just reading?
What?
Are you reading the bottom of the screen that says Jared Verclearen in the transfer portal and then asked if we saw it? I'm the one that wrote it in there.
Wait, what's the bottom? Oh, that. No. I'm on the website. I'm on the transfer tracker, FloWrestling.com. Shout out Flow Wrestling transfer tracker.
Did you ask Bracky if he read the article he wrote?
yeah, he writes that.
How could I know that Kyle Bracky wrote this article? I didn't take the time to look at that.
It's up at the top.
It's a byline.
At the top it says Kyle Bracky. It's basically the first words.
So Kyle, where is Jared Verclearen going to go?
I don't know. The transfer portal, as predicted, is starting to heat up, though. Over the past 7 days, 3 former NCAA qualifiers have gone in. You had Verclearen, which it's just, it's loaded there at 49 at Penn State. He's listed as a graduate transfer. So I assume with this free year of eligibility, 2 years to wrestle if he wanted to. And then Tanner Harvey of American, who started the year in our top 20. He actually didn't wrestle a match for them. They only wrestled EIWAs, but he didn't wrestle for them. He's also listed as a graduate, so I'm assuming 2 years if he wanted it. And then Gage Braun from Northern Illinois, who didn't have his best season this year, but last year won 20 matches, qualified for NCAAs, and beat a handful of guys that qualified this year, is also in the portal. So it's getting interesting, and I think it's only going to pick up once NCAAs end.
Hey,
who needs a 49 pounder?
All of the Campbell guys I've noticed there's like 7 Campbell guys in the portal. Obviously I knew they had a new coach this year, but he was the coach there previously. And a few of them are pretty good. But there's like 7 guys in the portal from Campbell.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was just maybe let's stick around. Sintez was on staff, and then maybe after a year being there, it's like, I don't know, I want to move on.
Yeah.
They gave – I don't know. It is – you're definitely right. I think they do have the most guys in the portal.
I know they have a really huge – didn't they have a huge roster, though, too? Didn't they have like 50 guys on the roster or something crazy?
Yeah. It's a big roster, and honestly, the most notable one is Austin Krazer, who somehow never qualified for NCAAs, but he's had 3 seasons. Yeah, he's had 3 seasons of 20-plus wins, which is kind of wild to never qualify with that.
Yeah.
Huh.
So here's the remainder of my results. So I have Young beating Della Vecchia, as I mentioned, top side. I have Carr beating Ja'Cory in the quarters. I have Ja'Cory beating Brayton Lee in the second round, which I didn't like that much, but I did it anyways.
Great pick.
Hidley cruises to the semis before falling to Carr. I think Carr just, I don't know, he converts a takedown or two and gets it done. I think it's a totally neutral battle. I think it's a 1 to 2 takedown match. I think Carr gets it. Could definitely go not that way. On the bottom, I have Saldate falling to Della Vecchia in the round of 12. I have Saldate going through Vandermeer and then Justin Thomas. I have Brayton Lee beating Kendall Coleman. This one hurt me. This hurts to write because one of them have to lose. I really like them both a lot. I have Lee has to beat Cerniglia and then Luan just to get to Kendall Coleman. So that's a tough draw. The Ja'Cory Brayton winner will be much better served by having won that match because if you lose, it's treachery down below. I have Berge beating Jake Hughes in the round of 12. Berge goes through Connor Brady, Willits, and then beats Jake Hughes. That will be a close match. Jake Hughes obviously can win that. And then this is why Ja'Cory winning that match is so important because I have him losing to Carr. Then he gets the what I have is the Frantic McCoy winner in the round of 12. And I think Ja'Cory wins that and then beats Berge in the next match before losing to Young in a match he could definitely win. So that's kind of how I have it shaken out.
Got it.
All right.
I have.
When you read the bracket like that, it's not exciting.
What did he say?
What do you mean? I have some crazy.
I almost fell asleep.
Oh my god.
All right, I got Hidley over Deacon, Carr over Young for 3rd, Coleman over Lee for 5th, Delvecchio over Jake Hughes for 7th, Delvecchio over Thomas in the blood round, Coleman over Teamer, Jake Hughes over Berge, and Lee over Frantic.
Okay.
Boom.
Boom.
So boring.
Boom. My
Sorry,
picks
we're not-
on the board.
Yeah. So I can't now. Tomorrow it's gonna be fun because Ben gets to start picking Keegan O'Toole to win the NCAA title.
That might happen.
Don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can go there with Keegs,
You don't have to.
but I kind of want to. I'm probably gonna put him in the finals.
What about this question, though? This question is so tremendous. Let's role play AJ Ferrari and John Smith conversation.
I kind
I
of
want
want
to see it. Can you guys do that for me?
I don't know.
I want to see it.
Let's
Who's
table
who?
it.
Who's
I think
Ferrari?
it's funny.
Who's John Smith?
He's John Smith.
Well.
He's got the Coach Smith.
Oh, I don't want to do
Okay,
it, but I did
you're,
think
you're
that's
Ferrari. So let's imagine AJ Ferrari has now posted something inappropriate on social media, which happens probably every other day. All right, go, John Smith, go.
Hey Shay, don't tell Jordan Burroughs to shut up.
Am I supposed to be AJ?
Maybe.
Yes.
What are we? What? I'm sorry. I'm confused. What are we role playing? Like what scenario is
AJ
happening?
just said
It's on the questions. It's the
I
last
wasn't listening.
question. Rye asks FRL.
Let's try it. Let's try it tomorrow.
I'm not prepared for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not prepared. We'll come up with a real scenario. Maybe I'll write a script.
I
That
took some
actually happened,
screenwriting
though. He
classes.
did tell Jordan
Hey.
Burroughs to shut up.
Ollie, you come up with a script.
Yeah. You went to film school.
Yeah, I'll write the hell out of this script.
Okay. Keep it a tight 25-minute script. Okay.
25 minutes, 25 pages.
Yeah.
That's how it works in the industry. But yeah, no problem.
Really?
Minute a page.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
He really is in the
I
industry.
told you. Yeah.
90-page script, a 90-minute film.
Okay. Holy cow. Does that account for action scenes like battles?
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. Dream sequences,
Okay.
all you could think of.
All right, from John Feister. 40 wrestlers are headed to St. Louis undefeated. This is not a question, just a bonkers stat. That is insane. Very 2021.
Well, it kind of makes sense, though, because a lot of the conferences didn't intermingle at all whatsoever.
No intermediate.
And there's never many matches.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is more likely to win a national title, Trent or Hayden Hidley? This is
Trent.
tough.
I
You think
think
Trent?
I think it's Hayden.
I think it's pretty close. It's like the same.
It is so close.
It's the same.
It's definitely close.
I don't
You cannot say the
see.
same.
I don't see
That's
Trent
defense right
beating
now.
Aaron Brooks. I think Hayden has a better chance of beating Deacon.
But he has to beat Carr too.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm aware.
I think he has to. I agree that Trent is further behind Brooks than Hayden is behind anyone. but that Hayden has to basically, I think they're coin flip matches.
He's built that way.
And honestly, the Deacon match is not a coin flip. He got kind of handled there at Cliff Keen, Las Vegas.
Built different.
Yeah.
He's built different. But they're built identically. They're just super jacked dudes.
Built different, dude. You don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
It's his DNA.
I actually don't get it. What are you referencing right now?
It's just what everyone says now.
Just built different.
I'm built different.
Built different. It's like
They're talking about like their mindset and their
And their build.
Yeah, their build.
Yeah.
It's one of those popular phrases now. Got it.
Yeah,
It's one of those things everyone says. Yeah, I'm built different.
I like this picture of your face, Ben, is really funny. I don't know what was happening in FRL when you made this face, but
When? Where are you seeing this?
Bailey Brown, the top question there. The face you make when Logan tells you Jake is
I
going
just
to
closed the doc.
try and punch you in the face really hard. Did I didn't listen to the podcast with his brother. Was it
It's not up yet.
Oh. That's yeah.
And that wasn't a podcast. Oh, that I was on FRL because that was in the Airbnb.
I know, but it says
Oh, you
Logan
know that. I got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
The face you make when you say something.
Yeah.
Not right.
My hair was looking tremendous today.
That is
Look
good.
at that beautiful head of hair.
That is quite a flow
Quite
you
a
got
head.
there. Okay. Well, I think that's it. I think those are the questions.
That's it.
That's all we got.
That's it. It's 9:43.
Yeah, there was only a couple questions there. What the heck? What's the deal there?
Well, what happened was I was finishing my brackets. I had to write Jared JQs 5 times, but I actually meant Teamer. And then I had to cross out David Carr and then write Hayden Hidley, but then cross out Hayden Hidley.
Did you
write David
accidentally
Carr.
write someone else's name in place of Jarrett Deegan?
And then I had Sinigli in the finals, and I had to write all that out. And
You had
then
to
put
redo that?
Had to redo that. So.
I just wrote AC because Cerniglia would have been too hard to spell. That made sense.
my. Yeah, it's only right there on the bracket. You just look at it.
But that's like 17 letters or something.
Oh,
It's
God,
way
I
too many
can't-
letters.
I can't.
Kyle.
Listen,
Work with children.
grow up, dude.
I actually
Okay.
picked Delvecchi to lose because I didn't want to write his last name that many times. There's too many letters.
That's great. I'm glad Giannis Antetokounmpo doesn't wrestle. He'd never write his name down.
He
All
would
right.
have lost first round.
Yeah, he'd have to. Thanks so much. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll finish up these predictions. See you then. Thank you. Goodbye.